as Ray knows, because actually, I think of all the folks here, I think you and I go back the furthest. One of the first guys that I worked with was Ray back in the main garage. We called it the main garage at the time, back in the studio, and we were next to the tram garage down below. I came to the tram garage in '82, and from the very beginning, there was a bunch of guys that took us where we had to go when we brought in the new trams and got us to everything that we became after that. Paulie was certainly one of them. Paulie and I worked together down in the main garage. And the one guy when I came up here that I really put the future in, invested the future in, and believed was going to actually take us where we needed to go was George. More than anybody in the garage at the time, George and I got together a lot. When we first got the trams here, George remembers some of the problems we had. We went through a program, and Ronnie back there, we went through a program back in not even 2 years after we took delivery of the super trams to basically rebuild them. And George did most of the engineering that now takes 3 or 4 guys to do. Came up with the whole design on the roller bracket system, and he and I worked closely
with Jeff too. Jeff helped on that a lot.
Yeah, Sparky.
Yeah, that's good.
I remember that.
You remember that?
Pulling up some memory tapes, so huh?
It honestly, everybody has people that you rely on to be the go-to people. That you can't get your job done unless you've got the people that have your back, and also will take the job someplace that you couldn't take it on your own. And from the very beginning, with some of the gray beards I see here that go back a long ways, right at the top of that list though is George Hoffman. George was one of as I said, the guy that I turned to more than anybody else to get this garage up and really running in the early to mid '80s, and certainly get the trams to the point that they became reliable and were something that we could all be proud of. So I entrusted a lot in George over the years down here, and George every single time not only took that trust and ran with it, but made the place better as a result. And
I can say something about Russ too. Russ, he developed his teamwork and got people involved and really made this place run. I mean, he was the thing behind this place, and he knew how to get the most out of people, put them where they had to be, and he did a great job, and he deserves all the credit.
You can come back on my retirement.
He mentored me in the beginning. He taught me the business side of things, and then he got promoted, and
he left.
There we go. Can't be your
You're on your own.
You're on your own now. But there's a lot of good memories back then.
Yeah.
And we had the record breakdowns back then with. And then for 3 years there too, after Russ was promoted, he didn't hire a manager for 3 years, and pretty much the shop, we had Paul Popoff and myself and some other key people, put this thing together without a manager, which it was running so good. Russ,
it ran pretty well.
We don't need a manager.
You're trying to say we don't need a manager, huh?
You don't want to rock the boat.
He's over there cooking. He's a good cook, though.
That's done a great job too. I think Chet's the best manager we got since Russ. Don't you think so? I mean, he's way up there with the best.
But as a lot of time goes by now, and see more and more of us back from the the 70s and the 80s that have had a full career here and raised kids and lived our lives, and made our livelihoods here. We've all come away with something that hopefully that you can be really proud of as you look back. In George's case, I'll tell you, all you got to do is look around and look at just what this tour means to this business, to know just, how much know how much he's influenced it, to know something to always be proud of.
Thanks, Russ. Really appreciate it. Thanks a lot.